Ma, 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 ma. About that. Wow, wow. Shake that. Wow, wow. Throw that. What up, y'all? Come on in. We're going to be getting started at the 3-minute mark. Come on in. All right. Peace, love, health, and wealth. I'll try like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. My name is not important, but what is the fact that I'm coming to you on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. Understand that when you come here, this is a spa day for the soul, chicken noodle soup for the spirit, manny and petty day for the ego. Understand that when you come here, this is a hard hat area. And self development is a construction site. So, with that being said, if you would like to inquire about any of my services, how to donate, where to donate, all of that stuff, check out the description box below. All right, so I got a very special live here scheduled for us tonight. And that live is actually um going to be a collective love reading. After we get done with the collective love reading, we will be doing individuals, okay? So we're going to start off from the Love Oracle deck, as you can see here. And then we're going to get a couple cards for best course of action. And then we're going to get to free and donation-based readings, okay? There will be limited spots, just to let you know up front. All right. So, hold on one second. Let me get in the chat. All right, so double tap that screen, y'all. We're gonna be getting started in 1 second. Computer been running slow all day. I don't know what's going on, As you can see, the Love Oracle deck is right here and it's ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and lay these out. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Come on, man. Why am I not logged in? What up, y'all? Alright, give me 1 second. Chat. Alright, so we're gonna be doing a collective love reading, and when I was meditating on what I should read upon today, what dawned on me was getting clarity in love. Now I know sometimes my love readings take a long time because I like to look at it from singles and from in singles and couples. So today, I think I'm just gonna just do in general. I won't do both. Okay. So all right. So here we go. All right. So in the love oracle spread, the first card is going to be the fantasy card, daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. The second card is beginnings, try again, new direction, start over. The third card is going to be the family card, fertility, parenthood, and pregnancy. All right. Third, only you, devoted, attached, crave. The fifth card is the twin flame card, mirroring, shared feelings and reflections. And then the final card that we have here is distance, separation, space, blockages. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure you can see. All right. All right. So the current energy that we have here in today's collective reading is going to be the fantasy card. It says daydreaming, idolizing, fantasize. Uh, the connection, this connection could not be grounded. If we in a situation or a circumstance, we one of both parties might not be thinking clear right now. They might be in love with the idea of love, maybe, or something like that. But as far as actually pursuing it or something like that, having something solid, I'm feeling like we're gonna have to take some time with that. All right. So the source of the energy of the connection, or any situations or circumstances we might be in, is beginnings, right? Um, to me, this card is saying that there's a restart or a fresh start that's um that's guiding us. And this could really explain the fantasy card why we feel like it could be uh so like head over heels type feelings. It probably just because it's new, right? But we're gonna keep building with the card, okay? So the foundation of the reading, or like you know what I'm saying, the foundation of the situation, the circumstance is hey, Coco, let's go. Come on, sit, sit. All right. So this is where the reading really naturally gets deeper, right? Because when we looking for the foundation of the reading, we really looking to see why, what could one of both parties be looking to get out of the situation, right? And so if the foundation is the family card, then this could be something that could just start off kind of rough or maybe kind of fast, but actually could have potential. Um, the emotional energy behind any situations or circumstances could be the only you card. I don't know if we able to see that right here, but again, remember that's devoted, attached, and crave. So this echoes the sentiment of the fantasy, which is that someone is very locked in emotionally, even though this thing is fresh. Somebody is definitely looking towards like a ten of cups moment is what I'm feeling, right? So the fifth card we got here is the mirror, or the spiritual influence, right? What is spirit? What is the energy on the spiritual side of things, right? Not the physical side of love. And so we have the twin flame card. I know this is going to be a big relief for a lot of people because actually this card is really, these cards, this spread is really, really looking really good, really looking optimistic, right? So this card is really going to amplify all of the energy in the reading because um when you're talking about twin flames, you're talking about compatibility, right? I don't know why it's so mysterious, whatever, right? This now was not the time, but one big thing about the twin flame is compatibility, right? And this connection is going to trigger growth, right? It's always going to be growth from these connections, no matter if it's like karmic or not. I hate that, right? Because it's an action word. It just means action to me. So I don't know. All right. So is there any challenges or anything like that that we could be facing, right? And it could be distance. So maybe this could be how you can narrow down the person that you could or should be looking at right now. But if there is any type of anything in this reading right now, I would say it's the tension. And it's the tension that's caused by distance. Maybe you can't have the person when you want them. Or, like I said, maybe things are still fresh. Maybe things are still cloudy. Or maybe you just feel distant, like you don't know the person, but you got a strong feeling like this is the one. Um, to really tie all this together, right? Um, the current energy to me, it could feel, I don't know if this is the right word, whimsical, right? I don't know if it's I don't know if this fantasy energy is really, really too good to be true, if that makes sense. But we do have to take our time and get to know people, right? Because initial attraction and initial chemistry is nothing when you're not compatible, right? Because the more you're not compatible, the more you got to outsource, right? No matter what it is, entertainment, emotional stuff, whatever. Uh, we all got needs, and they got to get filled somewhere. So I would say take your time. Right, let me get to the tarot and best course of action real quick. I would say take your time with this, as we should with any and everything. Right, we should always take our time with any and everything we do. But if the only challenge is distance, that's great because I feel like as a single, then the best thing you can do is to have a little bit of distance, because you don't want to put yourself in a predicament where you can do something wrong, or you move too fast. You want to distance yourself from temptation, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, let me see. So I think I'm just gonna pull two cards so we can get to the list. Let's see. Okay, so to close out the reading, we got two cards for the best course of action. The first card is the Chariot card. All right, the 7 card of the Major Arcana. And then the second card we have here is the Queen of Cups. Okay, Queen of Cups. So give me a second to check the chat. Let me make sure I ain't missing no chats or nothing. I'm finessing. Hold on. The mouse not working. No finessing. Alright, let me refresh the screen. Alright, we good to go. And no smoke. Alright, so best course of action. So the first card we have here is a Major Arcana card. Remember, no matter if it's going to be fast and hard or slow and gradual, this is going to be a card that's going to be prominent and dominant in your life. It's going to run a prominent theme in your life for months, weeks, years, and even decades to come. Okay, so to set the tone, the first card we got here is the Chariot card. Carries the energy of the number 7. Okay, and this is very life shifting energy, not just the fly by night type of vibe. Okay, um, remember, Major Arcana equals soul lessons, direction, destiny level, life path level type energy. And this is spirit stepping in and saying, nah, bro, we need alignment right now. Okay. So then the second card that we have here in the best course of action. Oh wait, no. I'm not done. I'm sorry, I'm not done. I want to touch on one more thing real quick. So, well, you know what? I will. You know what? I'll come back to it. All right. So the second card that we have here is going to be the Queen of Cups, right? Now, this is where the real balance come in this situation. The Queen of Cups, being a double water element, represents emotional intelligence, and it carries the energy of compassion, intuition, and feeling your emotions. Whenever the Queen of Cups come out, I always say that pay attention to signs and symbols. Pay attention to conversations, even if they ain't talking to you. Always pay attention, because the Queen of Cups brings messages. All right. The Queen of Cups bring messages. All right. So one thing we got to do is make sure we love ourselves. And the reason why I say that is because with the Chariot card and the Queen of Cups, it's something about barriers. I know this is an unlikely couple, but it's something about barriers, and I'll explain why, right? So remember, the Chariot card is about um what direction you're going in. What are you overcoming? What are you prospering over in life? Right? It's about taking control and not being a victim but a victor. It's about it's about moving with intention, right? It's about being tried and true, and it's about being wise and forward moving, right? And it's also about being divinely guided as well. Um, so when you're talking about the Chariot card in best course of action, what I'm hearing is spiritual alignment, inner control, and truth seeking. And in the midst of this truth seeking, um, you get to decide your direction, because you remove all obstacles out the way, and you're able to focus in on exactly what you need to focus in on. And then you bring in the Queen of Cups, um, to say that we just gotta exist and we just gotta be, right? No more page energy where we just trying to figure things out. No more night energy where, how can you say this? Where we trying to fight, scratch, and claw, right? The Queen of Cups sits on the throne, confident because she's intuitively led, right? Um, so remember what we saw earlier with cards like the fantasy card, um, the read and bring a deep emotional attachment, even though the situation might be fresh. Twin flame mirroring. Spirit is trying to say that we need to grab control and take control of ourselves. We can't be head over heels. Um, there's nothing wrong with wanting love and being in love and all of that kind of stuff, but we gotta have self love. And Will Smith, I believe it's the person who said it, but they said self love, self discipline is self love. And when I thought about that, the first thing I thought about was boundaries. If things is happening fast, and if we are not looking, if we're looking for something sustainable for the long term, then I think it'll be very beneficial for us to set boundaries early. And the reason why is because it's very important to be who you're going to be in the relationship in the beginning of the relationship. In the beginning of the relationship is when you set your tone. A lot of people, they be single for a year, 2 years, whatever, and they be so happy to find somebody that they tend to get head over heels. But then you start off in a rocky foundation because it's more emotional based than it is logic based. There's nothing wrong with loving, right? There's nothing wrong with the pursuit of the family. There's nothing wrong with your twin flame. There's nothing wrong with none of that. But the heart is going to think how the heart thinks, and the heart don't think with logic. We got to understand that. The brain thinks with logic. That's just like your gut brain don't think with logic. It thinks with instinct, right? A lot of people say that your heart is the emotional center. You understand what I'm saying? And if that's the case, then we need to understand that we need to bring the energy up out of the heart sometimes and be able to think clearly in these situations and circumstances. So, the power move really isn't about chasing a connection right now. The power move is really about choosing yourself and navigating everyday life as it's presented to you. We can't get lost in the fantasy. We can't force a connection, but we damn sure got to move forward with clarity and emotional balance. All right. So that's going to be the end of the collective reading. If you guys are still here and you still would like a free or donation based reading, only thing I'm going to ask is that you double tap that screen, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and type supersede to be added to the list. Type supersede to be added to the list. Waka. Alright, cool. Peace, love, health, and wealth. And spin again.